Hey, Strike Force Darts, this is Justin, and I am doing your scorekeeping tutorial for Open Format today. First of all, let me say thank you for playing Strike Force Darts. Appreciate that. This is your score sheet on the screen here for all your Open League matches. First tip I have for you is print out enough of these sheets to cover at least your entire regular season, so that way you're not having to print them out every time you play a match. Print out a stack of them. The sheet's going to remain the same this way for a while, so if you're going to be playing in multiple open leagues, go ahead and print out multiple of these score sheets. You want to have more than what you need for the regular season. In case you mess one up, you always have another one available. All right, jumping into the score sheet here. Every part of the score sheet needs to get filled out, and I'm going to go through the more important parts and go through the whole score sheet with you. Make it so it's easy to understand. Starting at the top, league number. You're going to find that at the top of your group chat for whatever league that you're in. So, for example, the leagues that just started are 02, 03, 04, and 05, and then a hyphen, and then some other stuff. It's just that first number that you need to write down. So I'm in League 04, so I'm going to write that. Week number. This is the week number according to your schedule. The schedule will be posted in the group chat, as well as you can look at it on the scoring site. So you need to write what week number it is. So as you're looking down the schedule, it says the week numbers on the left-hand side. So let's just say week number 5. Write that there. Match date. This is not what's the match date is supposed to be according to the schedule. This is the date you actually played it. So today is January 14th, so I'm going to write 1/14/22. Home player. Both home and away player need to keep score sheets because both of them get emailed to me for verification purposes. So it doesn't matter whether you're home or away, you're going to end up having to keep one of these score sheets. So for this, we'll say I am the home player. Put Justin there. And let's say away player is Wayne. So I'll write Wayne there. All right. And all that you can do before the match starts. So that being said, let's jump right into when we're scoring during the match. It says in order the legs and the order that you need to be playing them in. So leg number 1 is 5:01, and it says right underneath it right there, home team starts. So as we're playing the game, we'll say I won the game. I'm the home team, so points remaining is going to be 0 there for me. Obviously, away team is going to have points remaining there. So we'll say he had 60 left. The number of darts thrown, you find that on the screen. So as it's getting close to the end of the game, you need to be looking to see how many darts were thrown. You can go by the number of rounds that's on the left-hand side and just multiply it by 3. Or you can count the darts as you go through the match. I find it's easier to just look at what the round number is, and you can always tell who started the match and figure out the number of darts thrown that way. So let's say I threw 19 darts and he threw 18 darts. All right. Let's say over the course of that I had 180. You would mark that right there. So you have hat tricks and 1080s available for 5:01. If you look down at game 3, you have hat tricks and 9 marks. Obviously, you don't get 1080s for cricket games. So it tells you what you're looking for, and just some clarification, hat tricks are all 3 darts in the bullseye, and it's when the board registers and will say you have a hat trick. That's when you should be marking it for either yourself or your opponent. And the side over here, there's a section here for game notes. Like, let's say we had an absolutely awesome game, high scoring or something like that. You can leave a little note for your opponent there. It doesn't really matter. That's not what I'm going to be looking at as I'm verifying the scores. I'm going to be looking at the actual scores over here to make sure they match what gets input into the scoring site. It's important. And also, I won that game, so you need to circle winner right there. This bulk of information right here, and if there are any achievements, that is all required to get entered into the scoring site. So please make sure you are filling this score sheet out in its entirety. You don't want to have to try and go back and remember what you did on a certain game or whatever. And now let's move down to game 3, just because it's cricket. What should be filled out for cricket games is, let's say I won that game, so you circle the home winner there. Right here, it's asking for MPRs. Now, that's your 100% stats, according to the app. So, let's say I shot a 3.43, and he shot a 3.2. Cool. One hat trick for Wayne. That's how you fill it going across there. That is your required information. Like I said again, the game notes, that's just extra in case you need it. Once you complete game 11, you need to tally up how many wins and losses down here. Wins home, wins away. It's 11 games, so obviously these two numbers should equal 11. Wins home, wins away. And that's what you need to enter into the scoring app. So make sure you are filling out this sheet in its entirety every time you play. Some people like to do it on their computer directly. Some people like to do it right on the scoring app directly. I don't recommend that. I recommend printing out these score sheets and using them during your match. It makes it way more simple, avoids mistakes, and all that. That's all I got for you for scoring for open format. Once again, this is Justin, and thank you for playing Strike Force Darts.